like to focus here on just a paragraph on page 3. It's in the second column right here. It's not a particularly crucial paragraph, but somehow it seems to be a clear expression of kind of what this is all about, or what I take this all to be about. He says, we can now see why it is impossible to find a criterion for determining the validity of ethical judgments. It is not because they have an absolute validity, which is mysteriously independent of ordinary sense experience, but because they have no objective validity whatsoever. I mean, you can think of something like Kant's categorical imperative, which is supposed to be this rock, this foundation upon which all morality depends, that have no proof beyond themselves. They're intrinsically valid. Air is saying it's nonsense. They don't have any absolute validity. They have no validity really whatsoever, at least objectively. He continues, if a sentence makes no statement at all, there is obviously no sense in asking whether what it says is true or false. And we have seen that sentences which simply express moral judgments do not say anything. They are pure expressions of feeling, and as such, do not come under the category of truth and falsehood. They are unverifiable for the same reason as a cry of pain or a word of command is unverifiable, because they do not express genuine propositions. So what are moral judgments then? Well, the basic idea is that moral judgments are just expressions of feeling, that they are simply my emotions expressed verbally. They're no different from saying ouch or hey or stop that. If I say, I suppose the idea is this. I mean, if I say, the death penalty is wrong, what I'm really saying is, for and so I'm just expressing an emotion. It's just that I'm using words to do it. If I hit my thumb with a hammer as I'm hammering in a nail and I say, ouch, I'm just expressing my state of mind. I'm not making a proposition about the world. My feeling of pain is neither true nor false. It's just a feeling. My being disturbed by the death penalty or feeling bad about people being killed when they're executed is just what it is. It's a feeling. I'm expressing it through words. And also, maybe I'm also trying to get other people to do things too. I mean, it could be that he admits it could be complex. If I say don't kill people as a punishment for crime, I'm basically saying I don't like that. I don't like people being killed as a punishment, and you shouldn't either. That is, it's an exhortation. I'm not only expressing my feeling or my emotion, I'm trying to affect the behavior of others. And that's a normal part of human life, I suppose. But, what he's saying is that, if I say the death penalty is wrong, and you say, something like that, then we both just expressed our feelings. And we have every right to do so. But neither of us has made a claim about the world that makes any real sense. We haven't done that at all. We've just expressed a feeling or an emotion, but we haven't made any kind of meaningful proposition. We can say the mailbox is blue, and you and I, if I say the mailbox is blue and you say it's red, we can resolve that by going out and looking at the mailbox. If I say that Philadelphia is the capital of Pennsylvania, and you say no, it's not, it's Harrisburg, we can Google it or go to an atlas and decide, if either of us is right. But if you say the death penalty is wrong, and I say that it's right, there's just no way of resolving that, because neither of us has made a claim about the world that can be verified. All we've done is express our different emotions. So, one of the things that Ayer is clearly doing in this, it really depends upon your feeling about discussions of things like the death penalty. A lot of people would say, yeah, this is the way it is. People just shout at each other and there's never any resolution, because people are just expressing their personal feelings and not really having a rational argument. Rational arguments are for mathematics and science and history to some degree, and chemistry, and chemistry is a science word. But they're not for right and wrong, because right and wrong is just the expression of emotions. Some people would say, well, yeah, that's the way it is. Other people, I think, would say, well, that can't be that. That's just too depressing. The idea that when we engage in moral debate, that all we're doing is basically shouting at each other, expressing our emotions. It really depends on how you sort of view these things. But I think that Ayer is definitely saying that a so-called moral proposition has no more sort of meaning than the expression of, if I eat something that doesn't agree with me, I don't say ugh, I say yuck, of course. I'm not making a claim about the world. All I'm saying is gross. Right? It's neither true nor false. It's just a report of what I'm feeling. So if all of morality or every moral judgment is that, then wow, that would be quite a revolution in the way that we think about morality. Although, again, some people may say, well, yeah, this explains why moral discussion is pretty much fruitless.